Tune in to the station that brings you the hottest music and the best talk shows around. I am Natrell Dotcom. Catch me and my co-host, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child, every Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. on That's My Producer, right here on 702.5 FM. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Natrell Dotcom, and you can catch me and my co-host, Miss Brenda Brown, every Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. on That's My Producer, right here on 702.5 FM. Tune in. Hot 702.5 FM has some of the best talk shows worldwide. I'm Natrell Dotcom. You can catch me and my co-host, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child, every Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. on That's My Producer, right here on 702.5 FM. Tune in.
Spent a lifetime on this music shit, going
truly independent. She's grinding and she's winning. The other girls pretending, not stopping till she finished. She ain't got no man unless you got them bands. Yeah. Hey. What's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Natrell Dotcom, and you are listening to my shit, because I can play my own shit on my own show. You know what I'm saying? That's my joint Jealous. I got the video. I got the video on lock right now, so y'all can go ahead on YouTube and check that joint out. I'm going to let it ride out for a little bit, man. I need y'all to be dancing wherever y'all at. I need y'all to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, just groove to that real quick. Let me just turn it up. Hey. Yeah. Fellas double take when they see her. Watch her transform as the beat hits the speaker. Shawty ain't no average chick unless you coming with those bands. Y'all know how we do. Every Wednesday. No. Every Friday. 11 a.m. on the nose. In the lab with Natrell Dotcom. Hey. I see the homie DT702. Hey, yep.
I know you see them hoes barking over there, cause everybody in the club stop and stare. Them thick thighs in the ass Ric Flair. Please remind them as you walking over here. Just pop it and lock it, then drop it, don't stop it. You the hot
we gonna
topic,
tune this thing down. Hey.
They jealous as toxic, they harmless, no caution.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome once again to In the Lab with Natrell Dotcom. Like I said, man, this show pops off every Wednesday, every Friday, 11 a.m. First thing in the morning, you know what I'm saying? We got to get this thing started right. You know, I know a lot of you guys might be at work, but half of y'all asses be on Facebook while y'all at work anyway, so you might as well be listening to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a special guest in the building. We got some very important things to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
what's going on, bro?
Mr. S5 is in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be in the lab, man, and I appreciate it. Looking forward to the day, man.
No doubt, man. Everybody listening in, I need y'all to do me the biggest favor, man, because this thing don't work unless y'all participate in this thing. So what I need y'all to do before we start getting into our conversation, start breaking down this beat, I need y'all to go ahead and press that share button and just go ahead and just tap everybody on your list right quick and share this thing for me. I need to see about a good, 80 shares. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can go ahead and help your boy out and share this thing, you know what I'm saying? That's how we get the views. That's how the numbers get up. And I need them numbers, damn it. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Yeah, you know what? Everything works on numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how good your show is nobody's watching, you know what I'm saying? It's as good as its listeners. You know what I'm saying? We got some really good topics that we're going to talk about today. S5 is doing some really big things, not only, in the music game, but in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to get into those things. We're going to get into this beat that I've been working on. I want to just kind of break it down. I'm going to do a quick breakdown today. The reason why is because there's a lot of things on the table that needs to be discussed. And I want to make sure that we have the time, you know what I'm saying, to discuss it. I try to only stay on for an hour. Every now and then, when the comments get a little, you know what I'm saying, intense, I try to extend that hour so we can, you know what I'm saying, answer all the questions and do all the things that's necessary that we need to do, you know what I'm saying. But I try to stay within that hour, you know what I'm saying. So once again, I need y'all to press the share button. Go ahead and share it to a couple people, man. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to everybody in the live feed right now, man. I appreciate it. NP King, appreciate you, man.
That's my boy Haas. What's up, Haas?
You know what I'm saying?
Salute, NP King.
So, yeah, once again, if you guys got questions, we can see everything that you guys are commenting on. Shout out to all of my listeners also on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a couple of names and stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? So we are going live on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Periscope all at the same time, and we can see all of your comments on the feed. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to come in and tune in and ask some questions, man, feel free. We gonna answer all y'all questions, man. Make sure y'all keep it positive though. Don't be all up in my feed with the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? You know, we want to keep this thing positive. We want to show love. You know what I'm saying? If you are an artist and you want to get some music to me, man, all you got to do is shoot me in the inbox. You know what I'm saying? Miss Amber is in the building, man. My life coach is in the building. You know, I got a life coach up in this thing. So shout out to all of the life coaches that support my movement, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Thanks to Amber. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for her, they wouldn't even know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man. Once again, I need y'all to go ahead and share that thing. Like I said, I know I sound like a broken record, but I need to see them numbers up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of climbing. It's kind of climbing, but with y'all help, it can climb a little bit better. So go ahead and just share that thing. You know what I'm saying? A couple things. Like I said, I got S5 in the building, and he got some things that he want to share. I think it's very important for everybody to hear. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Periscope. I am getting my Periscope up right now, y'all. I'm just right now, I'm very new to Periscope. So anybody who's listening, you know what I'm saying, send me some messages and let me know that how to work this Periscope thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't getting no numbers on there. My YouTube is going up, you know what I'm saying? Also, if you're on my Facebook, once you get off this thing, I need you to go ahead to my YouTube and press that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I need them numbers up. I need them numbers up because I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? And I got some music that needs to be heard. And I got some artists that have some music that needs to be heard because I ain't selfish in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I think if we all build up each other, Las Vegas could be the greatest city ever. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we got so much talent in this city, bro. Yeah. So much talent. You know what I'm saying? So let's go into this beat breakdown real quick. And we got some things to talk about. So I'm going to start. Let me see what this is. This is my keys. Let's see. So I'm going to start this off with some keys. So that's what I'm going to do right there. Hope y'all can hear me. Hey. Excuse all them wrong notes though. So let's hear what we got here. Uh-oh. One of my tracks is trying to freeze up, you know what I'm saying? So
technology, it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Take a minute.
Oh yeah.
But that was hot though. I like that.
You feeling
like
that? You gotta bring that mic all the way up, though.
Yeah, I like that melody right there. That's
you know what
nice.
I'm saying? Let's hear it. I think I'm gonna just speed it up just a little bit more. Let's see. Bam. Take some of these off right quick. Here we go. Yeah. Laquana, what's going on now? Gracie Love in the building. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Once again, I need y'all to go ahead and press that share button a couple of times for your boy. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in with me, though. Hey. So, on the top of the piano, because the piano is going to be the main part of this beat right here, I'm going to throw this little part. Check this out. Oh, that's right. That's not going to work because I changed the tempo.
Right.
So I'm going to slow the tempo back down. That's what it's supposed to do. Now, I have a way to fix that, but it's going to take some time, so I'm not going to do that right now. So let me find my little clap right quick. Check this out. And I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit right quick because we need to hear that thing right quick. If you feeling what I'm doing, go ahead and throw me a couple hearts. Yeah. Now I got this other electric piano part. And I think I changed the... Yeah. Now let's see how that sounds together. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the beat on there real quick so we can go ahead and get to the nitty gritty of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. I see the spa is in this thing. What's going on? Jessica is up in this thing. Appreciate you tuning in with your boy. Hey. And I see them numbers coming up, so somebody's sharing my shit right now. So I salute you, whoever that is, though. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share that thing for your boy. Hey. Yeah. There goes that electric piano up in there again. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Yeah. So one thing that I like to do, of course, you know, I like to kind of leave the verse open a little bit, so whoever's, you know, singing or rapping or whoever doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, I like to kind of, you know, leave that open so they have enough room to breathe and do what they do. But when I get to that hook, I like to kind of stack a couple sounds together, you know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to hear, I got these little strings. Check this out. Hold on, let's back that up. Yeah. We're gonna fill that thing up. Hey, man. Sean, I appreciate that, man. If you guys are on my YouTube, go ahead and share that for me, too. I need some help on that Periscope, though. Hey. Yep. Here we go now. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these crash cymbals on there. And you gonna hear that jump off real quick. Hey, right here, like. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw these hi-hats up in there real quick, because I want y'all to just feel the vibe with that. Here we go now. Hey. Yeah. Like I said, if you vibing with me right now, go ahead and throw a couple of them hearts out for your boy. Hey, in the lab. Yeah. So, I got these parts like they're leads, and what I just did with this was I kind of stacked the leads on top of each other, so it kind of gives a different vibe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute everything else. Let's see. Some of the stuff that I haven't showed y'all yet, I'm gonna keep those things muted. And then I'm just gonna play these individual leads so you guys can kind of hear them alone. Check this out. Lawana, I appreciate that. Shanae in the building, what's going on? I gotta get you in the lab with me. So that's one of the leads right there. Yeah. And then I took another sound, and this is how that sounds with it. Here we go. And it's an octave below that one. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all vibing with that. And then I have this other lead that I'm going to add. I want y'all to check this out. It's a little bit different from the other two, but check this out. And that's one of them things that's kind of in the background, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to throw a whole bunch of reverb on that thing, and y'all going to, you know what I'm saying, barely hear it. So let's bring those pianos back. Yeah. I see y'all networking up in that thing. That's how I like that thing. Jeff Waugh in the building. What's going on, family? Yeah. So let me start bringing everything back up in there. Yeah. We got some good conversation coming up for y'all. Yeah. Hey. Where that beat go? Yeah. Now where them strings at? Let's put those strings back in there. Yeah. Y'all know how we do. So before I drop this bass line, I have these things called risers, and what I use the risers for is I use them to kind of transition to the next part. So when it's coming out of that verse, you know what I'm saying, I need something that just, you know what I'm saying, make that transition real smooth for him. So you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. And what I'm gonna do is let me turn that up just a little bit because I need y'all to hear that thing. Check it out. Yeah. They saying S5 look different without that suit.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. I get gully.
No doubt, no doubt. So let me drop this bass line real quick, y'all. And then I'm going to play the beat for a little bit, and then we're going to get into some conversation, and I'll come back, and then I'll let y'all hear what the bridge sounds like, all right? Check this out. Let's go to the top. Yeah. Appreciate that. MP King sharing my shit for me, bro. I need everybody to go ahead and press that share button for your boy, man. Share it a whole bunch of times for me. Hey. Yeah. This more like a singing type joint, like you said earlier.
Yeah, I can hear somebody really harmonizing and singing all over this track, though.
Track is also open if somebody is interested in picking that thing up, though. Here we go now. Yeah. Y'all lucky like singers can't.
But you know what? But you know what? If you rap, you would have to do double time on this.
Oh yeah, you got something?
I got something to everything.
Oh, okay. Hold up. We're gonna start this thing back over and let them give you a quick, you know what I'm saying, freestyle right quick. Let's do it. Yeah. S5.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to all the people out there, man. Big shout out to everybody that's sharing this thing. My man MP King. You already know who else out there.
Homie Jeff Waugh.
Jeff Waugh. What's the deal, Jeff Waugh? Amber Jones. I see y'all.
Yeah.
Something about, you know, like I said, double time. Hold up. Hold up. Fever. Yeah. Why you selling jobs and nicks? I'm waiting on the car for a pound of flip. I'm in too deep, gotta ride to this. It's positive, I am that shit. It's a little 16 to turn your dreams into reality. Curiosity killed the cat. Never mind my salary, I'm hitting them up. Never worry about haters, I be out in Vegas. Put 100 stacks on all black and watch all these people catch the vapors. I'm focused, I'm puffing on the Lucy and the Coogee. Versace shades, I'm like Biggie in the movie. But I don't fuck the fake, these niggas they love to hate. I'm about my paper though, S5, I am the shit. Without the toilet bowl, S is for the swag, and H is for them hundreds, I is for the ice, and T is for that thunder, the trail.
Hey! Y'all already know, every week in the lab, man, I bring the best guests. You know what I'm saying? I even got the guests that ain't even music guests freestyling up in this mug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But man, so I gotta say this, man. One, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Not only to have you in the lab, but to be able to build relationship with you, man. Because one thing, you got history in the game. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just somebody who just had a quick dream one day. You know what I'm saying? You put in years of work and then came out here and seen a need in the community and decided to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So tell us a little bit about what you got going on right now.
Well, what I have going on basically is a continuation of the movement that I started when I first came out to Vegas in 2010. Big shout out to everybody out there that even remember Moving ENT, you know what I mean? Because that was a crew that I created. Well, I was one of the founders, I will say, of that movement, and I wanted to continue that movement. But even that movement was basically passed on to me from KRS-One, from the Temple of Hip Hop.
Yeah.
And so with those same principles of preserving hip hop, preserving the culture, and also my family background and heritage. My grandfather was the actual police commissioner of the city of Philadelphia.
That's what's up.
So, and then my father, he was actually a deputy sheriff and a lieutenant with the SEPTA Police Department. So I grew up in a community-based family. Like all my life, I can remember going out to the community, giving out toys for the kids for Christmas, whose families, they were victims of homicide, like their mothers and fathers were victims of homicide.
Wow.
Who was going to help out these children? But my family was there to help, pass out toys and food, homeless. We always supported the homeless. We always supported, just anybody in general that's in the neighborhood and the community doing something positive. So with that being said, just by me growing up with that background, allowed me to come out to Las Vegas and kind of like do the same things.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
What made you choose Vegas?
You know what? I don't think I chose Vegas. I think Vegas chose me. And,
that's what's up.
And I'll say that because when I first came out here, what brought me out here is, I don't know if you know America's Best Dance Crew, ABDC.
Yeah.
Real big, MTV. They have something called the World Hip Hop Dance Championship Battles.
Yeah.
My song is the theme song for the World Hip Hop Dance Championship Battles.
I didn't even know.
Right, it's called Let's Dance. And so in 2010, I performed at the Orleans Arena. And I was just supposed to be out here for 5 days.
Wow.
And then 5 days turned into 5 years.
Wow.
I stayed out here. When I seen Vegas, I said, you know what? I see fertile land. And this is the home, the capital of entertainment. It's over 1,000 shows a day. So where can I come in? And I just didn't want to just be a rapper, just considered a rapper. I wanted to be an activist, an entrepreneur. Yeah. And I knew it was room for growth in that instance, in Las Vegas. And I know people like yourself that are doing shows, and this is where it starts. It's the foundation. Like in Philly, not a lot of people have the equipment, the money to even fund something that, what we're doing out here, like something that you're doing. But I know out here is more people, it's more opportunity in the West Coast. And I give that to my mother, who moved to the West Coast in 1992, and she just left. And I was sad at first, but after growing up, I'm glad she made that move out the hood, because some people don't even leave Philly to go across the bridge to Jersey. But my mom, she made that move to Cali, and that opened up every door that I actually had. Is because of that move my mom made.
Now, is it different? You know what I'm saying? Because even though we all in the same country, when you go different places, there's a different mentality. There's a different kind of different understanding of what hustle is.
Right.
Everything is different. So moving, I mean, you two different dynamics. You're all the way East Coast, and then you came all the way on the West. What challenges did you face? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? Big shout out to the Temple of Hip Hop, because without the Temple of Hip Hop, I wouldn't have had that major diversity into the industry. And so, with that being said, not only have I went to the East Coast, West Coast, I've traveled to 17 countries.
Wow.
With KRS-One, I've toured Europe. I've been all over, but in our actual nation, which is the United States, I mean, the first thing I can say is, as far as the gangs, in the East Coast where I'm from in Philly, it's not really too many gangs. It's not Bloods and Crips and whatever it is, Vice Lords and this and that, you know, and it's just more religious. You know, it's a lot of Islamic-based groups over there. It's a lot of Christian-based groups that come together in Philly, and you know, and then there's more blocks. Over in the West Coast, it's more of territory as far as Bloods, Crips, your colors.
Yeah.
But the difference between both coasts, I could say, is the mentality, and I broke it down to the weather. See, the weather has a very big, how can I say, impact on the type of character that you might have as a person. Even creatures itself adapt to the weather and their environment. You know, animals. So to be on the West Coast and to always have sunny in San Diego, you'll have a different mentality than it is to somebody in Philly that's planning all summer to work, because they know when that winter hit, they ain't gonna even be able to be outside. So that mentality is a different, and it's not to say that one is better than the other. It's just that different, and the weather plays a lot involved in that.
Wow, I never heard it broke down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you got a big situation that you started, Las Vegas Got Talent.
Yes.
Over there at the Boulevard Mall. Tell them a little bit about that, bro.
You know what? When I came to Las Vegas, I went around and I just seen, you know, what people were doing, what people weren't doing, and I kind of just said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different. Then I'm gonna put together an all age event, something that the kids can come to, something that the adults can come to. It's not just gonna be focused towards hip hop. It's gonna be focused toward a variety of entertainers all over. And I think it hit, man. It hit, and it got to the point now where everybody's talking about this show, and it grew up in the mall. It got bigger than what the mall even expected it to be. And so, with that being said, we got shut down last week. I know you want to talk about it.
Before I say that,
okay.
I wanna specify that this show is at the Boulevard Mall. You guys were doing it every Saturday at 5 p.m. There was all races. You know what I'm saying? All types of music. It wasn't just a hip hop event.
No.
There was, matter of fact, this last one that y'all did, I seen so much diversity. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It took me a little second to find it, because I was like, man, where they at? Because, you know, normally you guys are in the back of the mall, but they brought you to the front, to the food court, which was a big move for them. You know what I'm saying? They switched up how the stage was. The stage was a little bit bigger. They had a different setup with the chairs. You know what I'm saying? But when I looked around, you know what I'm saying? Because as a radio personality, you know, you want to go in, you want to see the next new hottest artist. You want to, you know what I'm saying, shake some hands and see who you can get on the show. But I was looking around, and I was so impressed with the fact that there was so many different cultures, so many different styles of music. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just rappers, you know what I'm saying? Some singers. It was, you know what I'm saying? There was some dancers up in that thing. There was it was a very diverse event. You know what I'm saying?
We had an 8-year-old kid named Mr. Hollywood that did a monologue. That was his time. He came up on stage and did a monologue. Shout out to Mr. Hollywood, little 8-year-old. And then after that, his father came on stage and did a freestyle rap. So I'm like, that was the first time we had a father and son to come on stage and perform. So yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I wanted to really explain this aspect before we get into the next part, because this is something that's impactful, not just for the black community. This is a universal thing that affects a whole bunch of different races. It's all about artistry. At the end of the day, it's all about artistry. It's not about just hip hop. It's not about just black music. It's about artistry. And one thing that I've even fell victim of, because, you know, my style of music, even though I don't consider myself a hip hop artist. I consider myself R&B.
Right.
But because the style of music that I do kind of has that hip hop feel to it, I'm classified. And there's been events that I've had,
right,
you know what I'm saying, that's gotten shut down just because it was considered a hip hop event. And hip hop has this really bad stigma on it, man.
Right.
And you know what? I say, as a community, we can take some of the blame for that.
Well, we can take some of the blame, but then we can also rebuild, the reputation.
Exactly. And that's something that I see you doing.
Yes, and that's why I get dressed up the way I do. People might not recognize me now, but I stay in a tuxedo with a bow tie to make sure that classy look, just to let them know. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. The funny thing is, I had you on my radio show.
Yes, sir.
And
right.
I didn't know that it was the same person. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't.
I didn't know it was the same person. So, you sat directly next to me. You know what I'm saying? I already respected the energy that you brought in there. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really know a whole lot about you.
Right.
As we began to talk, it started making sense. I'm like, hold up. You the brother with the suit on.
Now look, mind you, people see me with the suit on, but what they really don't know is I graduated as a stage tech. I'm an audio video stage tech, and I actually built the stage.
Wow.
So the stage that everybody's performing on, before I put my tuxedo on, I get my jeans, I get my t-shirt, and I build the stage up to make sure that it's perfect and it won't nobody fall. And then I get off, change my clothes, and then I get into business mode.
Wow. And you know what? The crazy thing is people don't understand that even though you might see a hip-hop artist, doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have education.
Exactly.
What a lot of people don't know about me is I went 4-year college. I got a bachelor's of science in audio production.
Say that
so
then.
You know what I'm saying? So not only can I mix and master your stuff, I can also mix and master at a stage. You know what I'm saying? Concert environment.
They need to know that, brother, because they look at us like we're idiots sometimes.
Yeah.
And that we're heathens and we're the N-word. They don't know it's a lot of substance behind the stuff that we're doing. And we have education. We have a community behind us.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people. Like when I see you, when you see me, we don't see the people that represent us. Even that number that's up there right now doesn't represent the support that we actually have in the community worldwide. So it's like we're going to continue to build this, bro. And I want to let all the people know, even though that we did get shut down this past Sunday, we're in talks. I mean, this past Saturday, we're gonna make this happen. I'm not gonna give up, and we will be back at the mall this Saturday.
So let's talk about the reason why they said that they were shutting you guys down. Let's talk about that some.
Right. Well, the reason why it was because of, they said, profanity and vulgar lyrics. Now, each person that came up there, I believe, had edited music, didn't actually say a curse word out their mouth. We have tape of the event, and it was a variety, like I said, variety of artists. It was 1 or 2 artists that maybe had slipped up, but they not even slipped up. They, in their song, it was references and it was cursing. So now when we go back, I understand, but we don't promote that, and now we have a different system. Now we're going to agree to disagree, but we're going to say that from now on, each person that comes to the mall had to sign a disclaimer saying that they're not going to curse in the music. And even that's just for the mall's sake. And for us, we're going to have a music station now that actually previews your music before you get on stage to make sure that we won't get into any situation where you're just coming with your flash drive. Oh, I got you. I ain't got no cursing. Just play me. I'm the homie. And then now you up there doing your thing.
Yeah.
And cursing, and you slip up. So before that, we have a music station. When you first get there, you can see Erica. She'll be there to sign people up. She's at the table to sign all the artists up. After that, you go see Eli. Eli goes to True, give him the music, and then S5 will bring you on stage, and that's the machine that we just built.
No doubt. So you got to put a system in place, because you know what? The thing is, artists sometimes want to be heard, but they don't understand the aspect of making sure that your music is right for each event that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why you got to have the edited version. That's why you got to have the explicit version. That's, you know, you go to a club event, then you know what I'm saying?
Well, if you promote an all-age event, then you should automatically know.
Yeah.
And then when you get on stage and you see a 7-year-old in front of your face, you gotta like, come on.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure.
But you know what? I feel like somewhere, you know what I'm saying, as the time progresses, we lose, you know, lose track of just the simple things like don't cuss in front of an adult. Don't,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I see some of these kids sometimes, and I remember coming up, and when an adult was around, you know what I'm saying, we whispered and we, you know what I'm saying, we kept our business kind of to ourselves. But kids now, man, like they cuss and some of their parents let them, and you know what I'm saying, it's like
the laws is different. Our neighbors used to beat us. Or could beat us.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you beat a child, then you going to jail. You go to jail for putting your hands on a minor.
Yeah.
And so the laws got misconstrued. And see, when the laws get misconstrued, that's when they don't understand it affects the community in that level, because now you got kids cursing because they know that they're not going to be disciplined the way that we were disciplined.
Yeah. See, I grew up between Georgia and between Missouri.
Oh,
so
man.
Yeah. So I grew up when the parents was like, go get me a Switch. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with the Switch.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what I learned about the Switch.
Oh.
It wasn't just the whooping part that gets you. It's that walk to the tree. It's that if I get this little small piece, then she's going to come out here and get an even bigger piece.
Right.
So it was the psychological battle that you went through to, you know what I'm saying, before you got the Switch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then look at the word, the switch. That thing can switch your whole attitude.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, the Switch might need to come back, because the Switch changed my life, brother.
I'm promoting the Switch, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm promoting the Switch.
A lot of crimes was not committed by your boy because of the Switch.
You know what? I think Adrian Peterson was the last one publicly to use the Switch.
Oh my God!
And he got chastised by the NFL for whipping his son with the Switch.
See, that's crazy.
And see, it's just and that's another thing. Even though I know the cursing and I understand that, I just don't think sometimes, and I can just say this on here, white people don't understand black people.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. And it ain't nothing bad to say, because sometimes black people don't understand white people either.
Yeah.
You know, so if we could just come out with some sort of event, a summit.
Yeah.
That we can have a gathering of whites, blacks, Mexicans, whatever culture, to let us know our concerns, how we are, get some structure in our households and in our community. That's the only way that things is going to change. Until we have that summit or that cause come to fruition, it comes to existence, it's not, everything's going to be the same. You're going to see the kids walking, and then the kids going to keep cursing. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You just gonna keep walking. Now we need to understand. Look, if we see a kid cursing, we need to tell this kid, "Hey, have some respect."
Yeah.
And that goes to Mexican, white, black, Hispanic, anything. It take a village to raise a child.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And we're all here. We all
saying?
bleed the same blood. We always want to segregate ourselves so much that we don't even know how the same we are. We're actually we have a lot in common.
Yeah, I think the crazy thing is now parents are so uptight, you know what I'm saying, about somebody speaking to their kids. Don't talk to my kids. Well, if you was handling your business when nobody had to say nothing, you know what I'm saying? I go to Walmart all the time, and I just gotta call it what it is. I see these little badass kids that's, you know what I'm saying, pulling stuff down and doing stuff, and the parents are just sitting there.
Right.
And you almost want to take your belt off and spank the parents. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, they're going to do what you allow them to do. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't step up to the plate and do your job, then either it's going to take somebody on the outside to do it, or the police going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or the jail system gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly right. That's exactly right, brother.
What I want to say is, I want to say this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it takes a village to raise, you know, these kids. It takes a full village. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we gotta restore this respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta let these kids know that, hey, adults need to be respected, regardless if they're your parents or not. They need to be respected. You know what I'm saying?
Now peep this though. We gotta give the kids something to respect.
Bam. That's where it is. That's where it is. You know what I'm saying? We gotta present ourselves in a respectful manner in order, you know what I'm saying, to give these kids something to respect.
Because a lot of these kids, honestly, they're rebelling. They're rebelling against the stuff that's going on in their house. They see their mom half dressed. They see their pop doing drugs. They say they don't got no morals and values in their own house. So when they go out, how can we expect them to be, you know, have any type of, you know, be a productive citizen in their own household? Mom and dad is tripping.
That's real. So that's real.
Yeah, so we need to, in those summits, to have some sort of parenting programs, to have an outreach program for these mothers and the fathers too in the communities to go. If you going through a drug problem, we need drug counseling. A gambling problem, you need to go get some help with the gambling.
Exactly.
You know, whatever it is, communicating with your wife, y'all might need to have some counseling, but we need to have all that accessible to our own community so we can raise ourselves and make ourselves better. And I believe that that's the only way that we will heal ourselves if we actually heal ourselves. Yeah. You know, and it starts with that.
Yeah. Like I said, man, this is the only way that we can affect change is if we change in ourselves. We change how we deal with our kids. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? People learn by repetitious information. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you keep hearing the same things, you know what I'm saying? That's why the media, you know, does such a successful job at altering our thought process, because when you hear something for so long, you start believing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what we got to do is we got to change what we're allowing ourselves to hear.
You know what? It's a movie. I told my dad this because, you know, out of that whole situation last week, bro, the most messed up thing was for me to hear my elders tell me, well, you know, that's how it is. Like, what do you mean that's how it is?
Yeah.
You know, like, or, you know, them white people, you know what I mean, they ain't going to understand the black music. They see a whole bunch of black people, well, you know how it is. No, that's not how it is. I told my dad, you know what, watch The Butler. Watch the movie. If anybody out here, watch a movie called The Butler. You know what I mean?
Very powerful movie. I've seen it.
Yeah. And, you know, his son wasn't having it.
Yeah.
You know, his pop understood what society was going through and how they wanted him to act but the son was like, nah, I don't believe in that. I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in.
Yeah.
And that's really where I come in at. I'm the activist. I'm the person that's gonna say, you know what? I'm not gonna sit up here and just let them just do whatever they want to do to us. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna fight for everything that I believe in.
Yeah. No, that's important. And then the thing is, you know, more people need to use their voices. You know what I'm saying? More people need to speak up, because the more people that speak up, the more these topics are going to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we definitely need, you know, this topic to be heard. Once again, man, anybody tuning in, if you're just now tuning in, if you can go ahead and press that share button and share this post for me. Go ahead and just tap it a whole bunch of times for your boy, man. Shout out to everybody who's already shared it. I'm having some little technical difficulties right now on my tablet. That shout out to everybody who's sharing my other stuff too. I'm seeing all these shares, but y'all ain't sharing the right thing.
It's all good. You know what? When you're doing this positive stuff, you don't know the powers that be. It's always a yin and a yang, man.
Oh yeah.
The stuff that we kicking right now is the stuff that the people need to hear.
Exactly.
But you know, it's not going to be this the type of stuff that people from the Facebook like look at it and be like, well, I might need to disconnect his live service real fast because he might touch a nerve.
Yeah.
That's real rap, though. You never know what might be going on right now.
And then you know what? That's the crazy thing is when you got that much power, like you got a full, like Facebook, for instance, you know, you can control the narrative. And that's what they do with politics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They control the narrative. I'm gonna be careful with the politics thing.
No,
but
no, you cool because they can sway the way that they want things to be by the tools of Facebook, by putting negative ads and stuff like that. We've known this for years, brother.
Exactly.
We know how they do.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always encourage people to get more information. Don't just believe what you hear. You know what I'm saying? Get more information and know that there's three sides to every story.
Right.
His side, the other person's side, and the truth. You know what I'm saying? What side are you hearing? Once again, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Go ahead and share that thing for your boy, you know what I'm saying, a couple of times to some of your friends, to some of your groups, and everything else, you know what I'm saying? We do this every single week, Wednesday and Friday, 11 a.m., every morning. Well, not every morning, every Wednesday and every Friday morning. So, man, make sure y'all tune in. We have all kinds of topics up in this thing, man. I'm glad that I have you here. You know what I'm saying? Because,
yes, sir.
Like I said, you got something that you need to say. What is the primary goal for Las Vegas Got Talent?
Well, the primary goal for our organization is basically to provide an outlet for the artists and for small businesses in the community that want to vend and bring out their message. I want to bring the biggest gathering that I could possibly bring so people can come, congregate out of peace, love, unity, having fun. We promote health, love, awareness, and wealth. And we just want everybody to come and have a good time, showcase their talent, get connected. We're down there near Snoop Dogg's store. Big shout out to the place. They just had their grand opening last week, so they have celebrities that come every week that come out and show love. My thing is we've provided a stage for somebody to get discovered, and so our main goal is to get young talent discovered, and also not just young talent but all talent discovered. And then for the young talent, we try to sharpen their craft, sharpen their blade by showing them the proper ways to perform, showing them professionals on stage. Like when you and your man went up there on stage, I already knew that was a professional performance. And I appreciate how y'all came up there, because not only did y'all represent for yourself, but it was a young singer in the audience that probably looking up to y'all. It was like, wow, I want to, now they have an idea of how it's supposed to be done. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what the goal is. It's just to promote just that unity within the community.
No, that's big. That's
yes,
big.
Sir.
That's big. One of the reasons why I dive so hard into radio, because people are like, you know what, Natrell, you're an artist, and you're taking away from your artistry by pushing other artists. But being here in Vegas, I realize a lot of the outlets don't support local talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we've had this conversation, but to me, when you stay in the city and the main radio stations don't even play artists from the city, to me that's a problem. You go to ATL, you're going to hear a whole lot of ATL artists. You go to New York, you're going to hear a whole lot of New York artists. You go to L.A., you're going to hear a whole lot of L.A. artists. You come to Vegas, you're going to hear everybody else but us.
Well, you know what? And that's the thing. See, that's the tricky thing about Vegas, because it's a lot of people that grew up here, but a lot of people aren't really from Vegas. Yeah. And so, like myself, like I'm not from Vegas, but I'm representing. I have a show, Las Vegas Got Talent, and I never wanted to get misconstrued that I'm trying to take away from the artists that actually come from Vegas. What I'm trying to do is just build, because I see how hard it's been for artists from Vegas, but I have my resources that I've brought for me and the tools that I've got from my state, and I'm trying to help build. And so I'm bringing a different tool that I can use to build this city up, and hopefully people can see that and it won't be a negative thing. Because the last time, and that was something else when the movement was going. And big shout out to the Spy, who said they remember the movement.
Yeah.
You know, we was all over the place, but you know, for me, a lot of the love that I was getting, people was like, well, you know, he ain't really from Vegas though.
Yeah.
He ain't really from Vegas. But guess what? I wasn't from Vegas, but I was bringing a lot of attention to Vegas.
Yeah.
And then the people that are from Vegas, I was helping them to listen. Big shout out to my man Tang Mac. You know what I mean? He born, raised in Vegas. That's one of my brothers. Eli Uno, he not raised in, you know, born in Vegas, but he's raised, you know, in Vegas. And so me and him and a couple other artists that are from Vegas had a talk about this. And they like, look, when you're not from Vegas, you're not really going to get as much love as you want. So my thing was, I'm not trying to get the love. I'm trying to share the love. I'm trying to spread the light. So whatever comes, it's going to come. But
you know what? Sometimes it takes somebody from out of the city to open the city's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not from Vegas either. You know what I'm saying? My partner DT702, born and raised here though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he don't even get the love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the thing. Like sometimes it takes somebody from another city, another country to get in your face and say you don't even appreciate what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's some heavy hitters out here, some real talented individuals that just need the opportunity. But if you can't get the opportunity in your own city, then what happens is people start leaving and going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And you have people who blow up and they had to go to LA.
Right.
They had to go to Atlanta. They had to go to New York. They had to go to Nashville. When this is the entertainment capital of the world.
Right.
Why do people got to leave to be successful when this is the entertainment capital of the world? Right. You know what I'm saying?
And one of the biggest tourist attractions.
Exactly. So, I don't know who's going to be watching this, man, but I'm letting you guys know, man, if you are in the game with the connections, you know what I'm saying, or the wherewithal to fund certain aspects of it, Vegas is a good place to be. There's a lot of talented artists. It's untapped.
Yeah.
It's untapped, man.
And I've seen that since 2010. I couldn't believe. I'm like, are you serious? And they have a lot. You know what? The police and hip hop don't get along in Vegas. And that's something that I've heard. And I really want to bridge the gap between the police department and the hip hop community. I think that's something that really needs to be addressed, bro, because it seems like every time it's a show, they come, they shut us down, they do this, they try to arrest people. And I think it's just because there isn't a liaison between the two.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's definitely a lot of work that we have to do to show people that hip hop ain't the problem. You know what I'm saying? There's just some bad apples. Because you think about it. If we really want to get into it, the biggest mass shooting in the United States happened at a country concert, right?
A country concert. And that's not the point,
not to say that country is bad, but there's bad apples at every type of event. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just point at hip hop and say, you know what, hip hop is bad and artists are bad or this and that, because the finger can point at, you know what I'm saying? Look at what happened at the country. You know what?
Right.
There's been problems at rock concerts, you know what I'm saying, for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, look, at the end of the day, if you're going to point at one style of music and say that that's the problem, then you obviously not.
You're the problem.
Yeah, you're the problem because you're not opening up your mind to see what the real problem is. You know what I'm saying? And I think we owe it to our community. You know what I'm saying? We owe it to our community to give these artists out here a opportunity. And I ain't just saying that because I'm an artist. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? One of the reasons why I went into radio is to do what the other stations aren't doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's to show local artists love. You know what I'm saying? Local individuals that's out here working, that's investing in themselves, you know what I'm saying, and really putting their heart and soul into their music. Not people that just throwing some stuff on record and calling it a track. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about people that's actually getting out here, learning the craft. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to mix, learning how to master, learning how to get their stuff to sound radio quality. You know what I'm saying? Or paying somebody else who already knows how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And investing in what they trying to do. You know, I want to be the person that opens up that door for them.
You know what? Just a little brief history that not a lot of people know. And since we on air, I can share it. 2004, me and my two brothers, Don Black and my man Rick, we did something called True to the Game, Volume 1, which was a DVD that featured artists, local artists in the city. Now, one of the people that was on our DVD was a 17, I think he was a 17, 18-year-old kid at the time. Really, nobody really knew him like that. You can go online right now, True to the Game Volume 1, and type in Meek Mills. I helped put Meek Mills onto the, basically, I'm not going to say I helped put Meek Mills. What I've done is I've opened the lane for artists, what we're talking about, and I've done it for years, bro. I've been doing that since 2003, 2002, when I first started rapping myself. It wasn't all about me. It was about helping others at the same time.
Wow, that's big. That's big. Like I said, you know, you don't always know who you have in your circle. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that do a lot of big things in the city, man. And not that we trying to get recognition. No. You know what I'm saying? But if you learn the individuals that are around you, then you'll know how you can help yourself. Right. Real talk, because you know that stage that you built, you know what I'm saying, for artists to come through, man, it's a lot of people that show up at these events, man.
They're gonna keep coming too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'll say this, I've only been in radio for like maybe a little bit over 2 months. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And nobody expected things to blow up like they blowing up for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm doing my own show here at my crib. Right. You know what I'm saying? And people are starting to know me by radio. And here I am, an artist performing. And if you see us on stage, we give our all. We put everything into our performances. You know what I'm saying?
A1.
But that's not what's getting me out there. You know what I'm saying? This radio platform has been building, and it's because of the individuals that's watching that consistently get on this thing, consistently comment and throw the hearts and the thumbs ups and that share my posts. You know what I'm saying? When you guys share it, you guys help my platform so that I can help build other people's platform. You know what I'm saying? It gives me the opportunity to talk to people like S5 that where you probably would have never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? And people need to hear about him. Real talk, because he's doing a very positive thing in the city. And I'll tell you like this. When you got enough people that want you to be successful, those little couple of people who come against you trying to shut you down, they can't even stand to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you what, you know, shout out to the Boulevard Mall. The Boulevard Mall has been growing.
Yeah, and I can say that I've helped.
And you're part of that growth.
And I can really say that I am a part of that growth.
You know what I'm saying? They got their new management over there. And I got to get my mans over here. What's his name?
Tony Smokey Tone?
Yeah, Smokey Tone.
That's my guy.
Yeah, I got to get Smokey Tone in the lab and over there at the station so we can, you know, chop it up with. But he's doing some big things, man. He's allowed a lot of things that most of these malls wouldn't allow.
You know why? Because he's connected with our community.
Yeah.
And he is actually somebody that actually, who was a white man that actually knows about the black culture and took the time out to study it.
Yeah, that's big.
And he's not afraid of it.
That's big.
You know what I mean? And that's my brother.
Yeah.
And so I can really reach and say that Smokey Tone is my brother, and I can appreciate, and I do appreciate everything he's done. He has a good heart, and I'm not just saying that because he opened the mall, because he the same one that told me, look, they talking about we got to close it. I can't do nothing about it. But my thing is, I understand that it's protocol, and you know what I told him? I said, you know what, Tony? I understand that the mall closed us down during our show. I didn't really appreciate that, but we're going to move forward. And guess what I did? I called the governor's office. I called the NAACP, and I said that I need some support because this event that we're doing means that much to me. Yeah. And when I told Tony, he told his people at the mall, now we're having a sit down. And so now we're going to continue this event. but it's going to be at a level where we all can be at ease to know that nobody's going to be cursing, and if they do, it's going to be consequences and repercussions. I don't want the mall to look at us and our event like, oh, there are bad kids right there. They always trying to get. No, we're somebody that brings customers, bring people, bring revenue to your mall, to your businesses, and bring a positive aura and vibe. And I appreciate and I give all that to Smokey Tone for allowing us to do that. And I thank my brother for doing that. And it's not going to stop though.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Yeah, y'all be seeing them on the show, man. I had the opportunity to chop it up a little bit, so it's just about planning and getting them on there so we can talk about some of the things and some of the challenges that he's facing. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he's doing, because at the end of the day, he's there to do a job.
Yeah, that's his job.
And if that job isn't done, you know what I'm saying? They have the ability to DX him too. And I'm pretty sure he has a family and. To take care of. So, once again, it's a lot of challenges and what you guys are doing, you know what I'm saying? But I want to say, you know what I'm saying, man to man, that I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate the you know what I'm saying, the task that you took. And I appreciate the fact that you manned up. When you could have been selfish and you could have said, look, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go out there and do me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't perform with some of the big names in the game. I'm going to just do me. But instead, you said, you know what? I have a platform that I can share with a whole bunch of individuals, and then we can all be successful together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And there needs to be more people like you in this industry, in this game, bro. Real talk.
Well, that's how we linked up, because I believe you're a like-minded individual.
No doubt.
And so we can relate and build on vibes like that. So now it's up to me and you to get together and build something different. Like I was telling, I keep dropping the summit. I want to put it out there that me and my brother, we're going to put something together for the community. And big shout out to the Harrison House, who I believe we should have this meeting of the minds, I would say, because the Harrison House is the place where African Americans in the time of segregation in Las Vegas, that's where they can only stay at. They couldn't stay on the strip. And so that was the entertainment house for those black entertainers. And that house still exists today, and they're preserving this house. And I've been to this house. I have a meeting at this house today at 5 o'clock. I don't, I told you can, more than welcome to come.
Definitely.
But that house right there is a symbolization of the African American and community in Las Vegas, y'all. And I think everybody is on F Street and Adams. Big shout out to Catherine, Ward 5, all that. You know what I mean? We're coming down there, and we're going to try to roll our sleeves up and try to build it and keep this historical property, clean and preserved. And that's one of my other goals when I came back to Las Vegas to do.
That's big, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of us don't even know our own history in the city. Right. Like individuals who were born here don't know that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it takes for somebody who's not from here that took the time to learn and to study the culture and to study, you know what I'm saying, the history.
I combed the desert with an afro pick.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Listen, In the Lab with Natrell Dotcom every Wednesday, every Friday, 11 a.m. Make sure y'all tune in with me, man. Also, y'all can catch me on Hot 702.5 FM. And on Mondays, I got New Music Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And on Thursdays, I got my show, That's My Producer, also at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in, man. We got to get about this thing. We already over our time, but like I said, man, when we have interaction and we see people on there that's commenting, which I appreciate you guys so much, man. Y'all don't know how much it means to me to look out here and see that people are actually, you know what I'm saying, on this thing, sharing this thing, you know what I'm saying, because without you guys, there's no us. You know what I'm saying? You guys make what we do, you know what I'm saying, important. So once again, continue to share my posts, continue to help us help everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We trying to bring awareness to what's going on in the city, and also help some of these individuals who just need an opportunity. That's it, bro. They just need the opportunity for the right people to hear them, and some artists out of Vegas is gonna explode, man.
Yes, they are.
I believe Vegas can be the new hub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is, man.
All it takes is 1 or 2 people that don't mind interacting with each other and boosting each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what Atlanta did.
Yep. Same
You see,
thing.
them ATL artists, man, they always featuring with each other. They always building each other. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if that same thing will work here. It worked in LA. It worked in New York. You know what I'm saying? It worked in ATL. Why can't it work here in Vegas?
We're going to make it happen, though, bro. You know what I mean? Before we go, big shout out to my man MP King that's been blowing up the line. My man QS from TDE. You know, Big Rod from the Rough Riders. My mentor KRS-One. You know, the whole Temple of Hip Hop. The whole Hip Hop League of Excellence. And the whole Movement Me and T. It's S5,
No doubt.
man. Yeah.
Y'all already know what it is. Once again, thank everybody. And we're going to go ahead and press this button and get up off this thing. But catch me again here Friday. I got the homie Black Ice coming through.
Black Ice.
Yeah, Black Ice is coming through. We getting ready to talk to him. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the Black Batman. You know what I'm saying? He's always on the strip doing this thing. And just recently, they tried to steal his identity. So he has a case with Hershey Company.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the chocolate company.
Wow.
Because what they did was they took his image and put it on one of their products to try to sell the product. They didn't even ask for his permission or anything. So
wow.
He was just on, I think it's like channel 13 News and
right.
the whole 9, like talking about the case. And he's gonna come here in the lab with your boy, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what he does. And like I said, man, there's a lot of us out here doing positive things. You know what I'm saying? He's an individual who's, you know what I'm saying, built his physique, you know what I'm saying, and he lives at that.
He stay in the gym. He asked me to come. I'm like, I got you, but
yeah, he's about to start training me too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We all that's part of health, man. We all gotta keep our health up, man. So I told him we gonna jump in the gym. I mean, next week. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him be easy though, cause you can tell that brother be up in there doing it. You know,
man.
I done seen some of his Facebook lives when he really doing this thing. So he real high intense training. You know what I'm saying? But he does that. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he does, and it benefits him financially. So for anybody to take advantage of that, I don't care how big of a company it is. You know what I'm saying? They need to show some love, and they need to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be talking to him. Make sure y'all tune in once again Friday, 11 a.m. I'll be right here at the same place at the same time, man. I'm out of this thing. Thanks once again. Blessings to y'all.